They don't usually let you.
I'd like to speak on
They
behalf
only
of
30
the
minutes.
coach. I've known the coach for over 30 years. I grew up with him.
That was quick present.
He's been an outstanding person. He's always been in sports. His family's always been in sports. He grew up in Connecticut. He played many things. He's always loved the community. He's always loved children. It's two of his own. I think that it's a travesty to possibly let him go. I think he is great for the children. He promotes teamwork. He is set up, from what I've understood from over the years. He's looked out for his children, as far as I'm concerned, their children, because he's coaching them. And I grew up in the football community. I played football for Connecticut, graduated in '92. He's set up fundraisers for children that have passed on through the years and stuff like that. He's helped out people that have passed, gone on into their former, their future lives and stuff like that. And I just feel that he's a great asset to Connecticut and to the children to be able to pass on something that he grew onto and to keep a tradition alive. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Martin Forster. Martin Forster.
Everyone, let me just state that. No one has to say their name, but if you would be willing to, I think it's nice just so we know who's coming and who's speaking, where you're from. You don't have to, but
I think
yep, you don't have to.
They should have to. If they want to give their name.
Yes, if they want to.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for coming out today.
Hi, Liz Tomorzo. I have
Hello,
no problem
Liz.
giving my name.
That's what I mean. I can say hello,
yes.
Liz. How are you?
I'm speaking on behalf of the coach as well. I don't know baseball. All I know is what I see. I'm a parent of 6 kids that went through Connecticut, including nieces and nephews, as well as I have 30 years of teaching experience. I also chaperone the games. So I see a lot of different coaches out there. I've seen a lot of different teachers through the years as colleagues and as well as teachers of my students. I came here tonight on behalf of the coach because I really feel he deserves the position. He motivates the students. He's positive on the field. He's good with the kids. He's got the experience, and I'm just saying, as a parent, as a colleague, as a teacher, that it really would be a travesty if he does not get the position.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Dawn Mayanta. I was up at the podium on the last meeting defending the cheerleading coach that I feel was done an injustice in this district. And today I'm here on the other side of the fence. We need to stop being politicians and, we have these contracts that only affect certain people. And it's not fair. We're humans. We need to unite. Look at the world. Look what's going on around us. You want us to come together? I was raised in this district. I work in the district. My kids are in the district. My heart is in the district. Mr. Berger's heart is in that baseball. You took it away from the cheerleading coach. Now let's just take it away. If he can teach in our district all these years, and he can be part of coaching, now you want to say he's not good enough for a position he's earned and is well-deserved. Where is your heart? Is your heart in our community? Or is it selfishness? Is it, what is it?
But you're saying that we made that decision. We didn't make that
But
decision.
you told the
We haven't
coach
appointed anybody.
that a teacher deserves a position.
There has been no appointment at this point, and there is not going to be one tonight. We are reviewing,
It
we're
shouldn't
listening to
even be
you,
a question,
we're listening to
though.
everybody.
It shouldn't even be a question. Unite. Bring it back.
We're trying.
You guys know me from last year, I guess. Mark Bushra. How you all doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. I was in a similar situation last year. I had a tough time coming here. I really didn't know what to do if I wanted to come. But I thought about what happened to me last year. And if I didn't have people come and support me, I probably would have lost my coaching position. And there was stuff said about me that I didn't get a chance to speak and say how I felt about it. And it was kind of disrespectful and hurt, and it just wasn't right. And I just feel like what she said before, the unity, if you have rules, stick with rules. I don't care who does what, but just be consistent. Consistency. Just his character, you know, I've coached him back a few years ago, and he's good with the kids, he's fine. My kid played for him this year, my kid loved him. Most of the kids come over to my house, all of them really like him a lot. There's really nothing bad to say about him. Listen, does everybody have skeletons in the back closet? You bet we do. Everybody here, you can drag out skeletons for anybody. Are you looking for something to do something to hurt somebody? Well, you're trying to do what is best for us and the kids here. You almost took my job away from me. No, but you almost, no, listen.
But we didn't.
Okay, but hold on a second.
Relax.
We ran my name.
Getting excited.
Yeah.
We didn't want anything. We reviewed the situation and we appointed a coach. End of story there.
But hold on. My name should have been brought up. For 15 years I coached in the district with that one complaint
As
against
it is, we have to review everything. That's what we're doing now.
Okay, I'm gonna stay focused. That's
You don't have to get excited. That's all I'm saying.
You know what?
Listen to you.
What are we about here? Doing the right thing for the kids. That's all I hope that you guys are here for. All I care about is the kids. That's why I coach. You care less about the parents. Parents make it tougher. The kids, they're the ones that have problems. They're afraid to talk. They're afraid to talk to their own parents. If I can only tell you some of the stories I sit down and talk to these kids about. And the fact that I was questioned about my integrity and what I meant, it hurt. And now people are being questioned, and I just don't feel you guys are looking into it well enough to really get to really what's going on here. I don't care who coaches football, I don't care who coaches any sport. But if you have somebody that's willing to coach and cares and has a heart, the guy has a heart. I've been around. I went through some tough times and he was there. You gotta think about what you're doing, what kind of example you guys are setting for us. What you're doing and what people are going to see, you're setting the example for what goes on here. I had no clue about politics until last year. Man, I'll tell you what, this is mind-boggling. This is like straining. I went to bed crying last year a couple of nights. Crying over what was going on. Tears, and I couldn't sleep. And I know the time's up, no problem there.
No. Take it out.
If you want me to stop, that's fine.
So you still have 30
Can I
seconds.
just say, I want to thank you and everybody here to take the time to come out and speak, because what we get are nasty letters, maybe on both sides. I'm not going to say anything about them, other than, but to come out, take your time in the summer, you could be alone doing something else. I respect you all for that. Thank you for coming.
Wherever it is coaching, I can care less if anybody coaches. It should be taken away. That's something should be taken away. That's all I feel. Right?
Thanks, Mark.
Hi, Jenny Petty, that's with an I. I wasn't going to speak tonight because I know it was very important for my son to come tonight to speak. I have a horse in this race. As a mother of 5, we've played and or still play every sport and activity that this district offers. We have tried baseball, so far it's not taking it. But I will say that I just wanted to speak as a parent of a child who did happen to have this coach as a teacher and a coach. My son played football for many years and ended up taking a break for a little bit, and he wasn't sure if he wanted to continue on. When junior high came along, he said, you know what, Mom, we're doing the rugby team. I said, God bless you, whatever you want to do, I'll meet every game. Well, I can't even begin to tell you how much his love of football came back 100-fold. Every single practice, I believe it, because sometimes we go early and just watch, and I'm saying, my Lord, I would totally quit this team. There's no way I would do half of this stuff. But those kids came off the field every single time. They were happy, they were excited. Whoever was in the car driving home, because anyone who knows you're not driving just your kid home, you're driving anybody to grab up and happy. They were always happy to do anything for the coaches because they knew they didn't make the field a mess. They were respectful. I've been to all those games. The parents, from what I had seen, were very respectful also, because I think that respect is something that you earn. I think you can walk into a room and command respect without a word. And I think that this particular person has that ability because of the type of person they are. My son also had the opportunity to have him as a teacher, and as a parent, I'm thrilled. I'm so excited because I knew he would have a fantastic year because he engages the minds of the children. He genuinely takes the time to discuss things with the children without giving a personal opinion about his slants. And social studies is a tough thing to teach because, it's hard not to feel, passionate one way or another, especially with so much unrest going on. But I will say he incited a lot of great conversations with the children. He really made them think. And I don't know any child who had him, and believe me, we know a lot of kids, with all the ones we have, not one child had a negative thing to say about this particular coach. And honestly, I just want whoever gets the job, I don't know, and I don't know anything about the politics of it, I don't know anything about the rules of it, nor will I pretend to, but as a person, I just think he's an A+ person, and as a parent, that has been my personal experience, to see my child spend time with another adult, and it's a long time that person's with my child, sees him every single day, and to see my kid come home excited every time, never a negative, never a complaint, never nothing, couldn't wait to go, and didn't want to disappoint that person because they respected them. For that alone, I just think that that's my recommendation for whatever job he's going for, whether it was the coaching job, it is rather, or if he was going for anything else, I would say he's just an A+ individual, and I really hope that the district does the right thing and considers whoever is the best for the job.
Thank you.
My name is Adam Lewis. When I heard what was going on with Rob, to say that was disappointing is an understatement. I had the privilege and honor of knowing Rob for over 30 years, and obviously going to Connect One and playing baseball, JV varsity. I saw the passion. I saw the passion in his players' eyes, with the coaches, the players that were in feelings exchange between player and coach, my part and his part. Whether he knew I was at those games and he knew I was at some of those games, you could just feel the exchange. As a former player, those exchanges are irreplaceable. We were all former students. Those relationships between teacher and students, they were also irreplaceable. When I found out when he was going into teaching, I knew that he was going to excel in no matter what he was going to do. And then when he was going to coaching, same thing. Rob has always been a family man and a teaching man. And I believe in my heart of hearts, along with everybody else in this room, if he doesn't be given the position and the opportunity and honor to continue to teach these young men, not in the near future, for the foreseeable future, I think it's just a swing and guess everybody that doesn't get that opportunity. Because you're talking about a young man that's going to have a huge impact on district, teaching young men exactly what they need to know.
Thank you.
My name is Tara Payne, and I'd like to say a few words on behalf of my colleague who's going in the coaching position. I've worked with this gentleman since 2001, and over that time I've come to appreciate him not only as an educator but as a friend. If you ask any student who went through our single school, who inspired you most, one of the students would mention coach. And what amazes me is that they may not have had him as teacher, they may not have had him as a coach, or just passing the ball by yourself. He just inspires them all. In the classroom, he exercises a high degree of autonomy. He knows when to slow down his instruction or change his approach to a lesson to make sure that every student understands. He builds relationships with the students. He finds ways to motivate and engage them in any way that would make them understand, and they respect it all. When the school day is over The coach puts his baseball cap on, and there is no difference in the way he acts. The coach finds a way to motivate and engage all his players. He teaches and instills in every member that it's a team, and it is a team to make a baseball game play. If anyone speaks to any of the coach's past members, they will, without a doubt, say how he inspired them to be a better player and a better person. The coach not only teaches them the game, but gives them a lesson in life. This, in my opinion, is a world-class coach, and I don't understand how he could ever be denied this position. And as you've heard from fellow student, parents, and other colleagues, he is just one amazing person, and I think he's going to be an asset to the coaching position in baseball. Thank you.
Anyone else?
I'll go. A lot of the discussion has been about how this coach is a wonderful person, and I can attest to that after teaching in the hallway with him. I love him and respect him like I do many of my colleagues. He was also the teacher of my son. I can say all the same things that these people have said, that the other people have said, his students, parents, colleagues. But now I'm going to change the focus of the discussion and bring it to you. I'm amazed that we even have to come here for this situation. I think you need to focus on the facts. I've heard a lot of ugly things being said. I've heard that there's been all this turmoil, and I don't understand. You have to look at the facts. This man's been coaching for what, 19 years? Am I right? 19? Something of that nature?
Yes.
What is the issue? What is the problem? And this is... As a teacher, I know that there's sometimes disrespect for people who've been in a situation for a long time, but I don't think that's the issue here. And I think all of you need to put aside your emotions, your feelings, and just look at the facts and do the right thing. This is the first thing you're going to do as the new board, one of the first things you're going to do with the new board. And it's going to say a lot about you and what your decision is. And I think you need to think about it and really, really do the best thing. That's it.
Simple question. Is there written criteria for appointing a coach? Is there written qualifications? Is there a procedure that you guys follow? I know when you hire a teacher, there's a set of prerequisites and stuff, so there's no written. I would challenge this board that after this debacle, you guys put in place so you can eliminate all of these issues in the past on how a coach is appointed or removed, because obviously you don't even have a procedure other than, I guess, improprieties in removing a coach. So that's all I got to say. Thanks.
Would anyone else like to speak?
Could everyone just get up and say their name out of respect? In this way, you'll have an itinerary of who's here in favor of what's going on here.
In favor of what's going on?
In favor of what's going on?
No,
Or
not
in
what's
favor
going
of a
on.
person, in support of a person?
No.
We're not in favor of what's going on.
I would love if you all got up for 2 minutes and said something.
You know who we are.
They have their chance to get up right now if they want to speak. Would anyone else like to speak? Going once, going twice?
Wait, can I just ask one quick
Yes,
question?
of course, sure.
When the last question was, what is the, what's the,
Qualifications.
isn't it, has to be an employee of the district first? And then coaching experience?
Unit
Is that, am I right in
Unit
saying that?
member.
That's not qualifications.
No, isn't that
Anyone can
what they
apply
look
for the
for
job.
as far as the requirements for the job?
I thought when you, with the shooting list, it was teacher in the district.
Well, that's
Yeah, it's a
So
qualification.
we're teetering.
That's the first clause.
That's first
Teacher
qualification.
gets it.
Part of the
Teacher gets it versus an outside person.
Thank you.
Feel free to shoot those down.
Any other comments?
Carry on.
All right. Yeah,
guys need.
We're gonna take a quick recess. If anyone, people wanna leave, just a quick 2 minutes, 2-3 minutes. We need a motion? Motion, make a motion.
Second.
All in favor? All in favor? All right.